Hi, I'm glad to be back. Ordinarily, I should start with a quote, but let me say thank you for everyone that looked for me, called me, and was wondering what happened. What happened? We've not been seeing professionals' daily devotion. Yes, this is just story. I took a break on a particular day. I couldn't just find myself in the studio. I couldn't just make it. It was just too much for me to handle that week. And then by the time I came back last week, I realized that I was talking live, and then by the time I checked my platform, nobody heard me, not even posted on the platform. So I had to check and check and check. I did something. I did something. I just changed one or two things, and then today we are back. I tested in the morning, and I said today by 9 a.m. I will be here. And this morning, let's quickly continue. Thank you so much, everyone. Joshua, thank you for Thompson for coming around to even check. Thank you for Adiola called, Fatima called. So many other people to sent one or two. And I know those who did not also must have been wondering what happened. We've not been seeing this guy, and you may not want to do that because probably we don't share that personal relationship. I feel I actually miss a lot too here. All right, thank you. This week, quickly, we are going to be looking at time intelligence, and we are starting with understanding time beyond clock. See, time management is very cool, and it was one of the things I did. I felt okay. Let me take a break, which is part of time management, and then they break down to something else. Maybe I will not take a break again. All right, what's our quote this morning? Opening quote is time is not refundable. Use it with intention. For every second, okay, you waste, you can never earn it again. And I love the analogy I got from Mrs. Yinka Ogunde, one of our sessions, where she equated time to be money. And we're going to be doing that now. Imagine every second is a dollar. That means in a day, you are given $86,400. Yes, obviously, or actually, you can convert your time to money. There's a post now. Please kindly check. It should be out. It should have been out by now. Okay, on LinkedIn, just check my post there. You read something how what I've been doing for free using my time was converted in 15 minutes. I was able to make a whole lot there. So you can actually convert your time to money. So let's look at time as money, and every time have that mindset that time is money. So imagine you have $86,400 every day, which because we have 86,400 seconds in a day, and then you must spend the money. You cannot transfer it, you cannot save it, you can only invest it anyway. And once you waste it, it is lost forever. What will you do? You see, time is very democratic. Everybody has equal. So what you do with it and how you invest it and what you put into it determines what you get at the end of it. Let's see what research says about time. Harvard Business Review says the average professional loses 2.1 hours every day to what? Distractions. That's about 60 hours. That is an average. I want to believe this is an old research. Now that we have a lot of short videos everywhere that can distract us, I think we waste even far more than that. So if on a sitting, in just one sitting, you watch about 10 short videos, likely you have wasted nothing less than 15 minutes because let's say each one is 1 minute 30 seconds. And there are some that are even longer than that. You know how much you have wasted. Not wasted. You might have learned from it too anyway, but how much you must have spent. I take that back. Second research says time rescue study. Under time rescue study, rather, it says 10% of people, only 10% of people feel in control of their time. Wow, that's interesting. That means if we are 10 in a room, only one person is actually in control. That's if you have the right person in the room at that moment. And McKinsey says that high performing executives allocate 40 to 50% of their time to strategic thinking and learning. You see, yeah, and that is true. That is true. When you dedicate a chunk of your time, a huge chunk of your time in learning and strategic thinking, you will see the results. You will see the results, not just doing. So let's learn today with a framework SAVE, SAVE, and that just brought a smile on my face because when Thompson came around yesterday, we met in church and they said, we said something and then said, oh, that's your framework. I said, oh, that's framework. So thank you. I feel encouraged, honestly. So let's take the framework today, SAVE. First thing you need to do when it comes to time is see time as capital, something you are meant to invest. Every moment counts. I met a lady some years ago. We are now good friends now. She, in an interview, I interviewed her, and then she said, I am very aggressive with my time. And that is it. When you tell me that don't worry, I'm coming in the morning. It doesn't click in my head. Like morning is about 6 hours, if I'm not wrong. Let's just say morning start from 6 a.m. to 11:59. And you are telling me you are coming in the morning. I wonder, in the morning, you mean I'm going to wait for you for 6 hours and you could just appear anytime you want? No. So see, I see my time as my capital. I see time that I invest. I mean, I like to plan also, and I believe so many of us also do that. So every day that you wake up, see that you have been given $86,400 that you must invest and make a whole lot out of it. So each time it also can be seen as a seed. Okay, treat it like investment, not charity. Yeah, you may want to relax. That time you spend relaxing is an investment. You may want to read, it's an investment. You are chatting with me, it's an investment. Just see it as that, and then your mind shift, okay, will be very intact there. A, audit your usage every night, every moment, at interval. Always check yourself. How have I spent my time? Track your expense, just like the way you want to track your money. Okay, track your expense and look at where the biggest leak is. In the last 2 months, I discovered that something, a particular thing always creep into my time. And what I did is a call, it's a particular call. I just had to stop it at a point. Like, okay, I won't pick this call until later. I mean, we just call to just gist, and this is really taking a lot of my time. Okay, so I'm going to do it. Not that, of course, an investment to also talk to them. Okay, these are good people in my life. Okay, so but I have to just quickly structure time to do that. So you can always audit your time so that you can be very effective. Third one, the V, value high yield hours. When is that moment that you perform well? For me, it's time like this in the morning. As soon as I'm done here now, I sit down and do most of the mails, check my mails, and do everything I need to do. Okay, I mean, touch one or two things I'm writing on, and then go out afternoon. In the evening, I don't really think I have that energy. So do not waste your energy at your high yield hours. Okay, use it to do a lot of productive things. Okay, that is your creative currency. That's the moment you can really spend it. Lord, that is your own high time. So spend it very well. And finally, eliminate time vampires. You see, there are time vampires both in person and in non-humans. Okay, identify them and make sure you eliminate them. If you want to shut down your phone notifications on your phone, please do. Okay, there are some meetings that are useless. Personally, I don't even like meetings. Okay, I mean, there are some urgencies that are fake. I mean, Joshua Selman said, if it's urgent, call the police. Yes, if it does not need your attention, why rush down there? Maximize your time very well. So use save as your framework every day. Save FC time as capital. Audit your usage, value your high yield hours, and eliminate time vampires, both in person and in non-humans around you. And you see that gradually you master your time, and then you are going to do it better. Tomorrow, we're going to be looking at enemies of time. But before we go, let's take our confession this morning. No, did I say confession? Our words of affirmation. Yes, confession actually, but let's call it words of affirmation this morning. Time is my currency. I spend it with clarity. I invest it with purpose, and I multiply it through focus. Thank you for joining this morning. We are going to see you again tomorrow. If you have not registered for the Phenomenon 3.0, please kindly do the okay. It's not scrolling. It's at www.phenomenonedu.com.ng. Okay, and if you're a teacher and you have a business you are doing, also I'm going to put that in the comment. Okay, you can apply and win from a pool of 1 million naira. We did it last year for social entrepreneur. This year we are doing it for edupreneur. If you have a business in that's education related and will not distract you from what you're doing in the classroom, please kindly apply for this, and then we make our space a better place. Thank you, and see you tomorrow where we look at the enemies of time. I'm excited to be back.